Tom Aspinall. Welcome back to the Believe You Me podcast. I don't know if you knew this, but whilst you abandoned us, Tom, and you don't speak to me anymore and you don't return the messages, this is now the Anthony Smith podcast. Were you aware of this?
I have been seeing a few clips on YouTube and stuff. Yeah, Anthony seems to be doing a much better job than Mike usually does. Yeah, it's definitely better with Anthony on the show. It's definitely it's definitely much better. Yeah.
Well, I'll just go jump off of goddamn bridge or something, shall I? Jesus Christ! How are you, Tom? It's been a long time, mate. All jokes aside, mate, I've missed you, buddy. It's good to see your face. Obviously, the last time the public saw you, it was that fateful night in London back in July. It was a big moment for you, another main event. You were geared up to, in your mind, go through Curtis Blades. Do you mind just taking us on a quick emotional journey? Would you tell us what you've been through, mate?
Of course, yeah. So the reason I've been keeping a pretty low profile when it comes to like media and stuff, I've been just wanting to I just wanted a rest from everything. Do you know what I mean? 2 back-to-back main events, and obviously, you get a lot of haters out there when things like this happen, and I was not in the mood. I was not in the mind space for anything like that, because the second that I was laying on my back in the O2 Arena, everything changed, man. Everything changed. I just didn't want to. I don't know. I built up so long for that fight. I was making so many mistakes outside the octagon as well as in my training and stuff like that, and I felt like as soon as that happened, I just had a completely separate mindset to everything before, and I'm going to come back with a completely new outlook on everything, I think.
Do you maybe welcome? Obviously, no one wants to. You don't want to get hurt, and no one wants to have some time off. But are you trying to turn this into a positive and welcome it? Like you talked about mistakes outside of the octagon. What are you talking about? You just need to clear your mind, clear your life, cut out some bullshit. What are we talking about?
Yeah, just all of the above, basically. So for me, it's been like a really fast rise. I went from people essentially not really knowing who I am and not really giving a shit to main eventing 2 back-to-back. Well, to Americans, it's probably not that big, I don't think. But for a UK guy to headliner the O2 Arena when it's sold out is massive. For a UK fighter, that's fucking big, man. That's big.
Yeah.
So to do that back to back within the space of 2 years and be a top 5 ranked guy fighting these, it's been a lot mentally as well as physically, and I feel like somewhere I just got lost along the way, and I felt like I had to say yeah a lot of the time when I wanted to say no. A lot of people got involved who shouldn't have been involved. I ended up agreeing to things that I didn't really want to do. I didn't really have the mental capacity to say no a lot of the time. When I should have said no, I should have put myself first. I should have been more, I feel like I was burnt out a lot mentally as well as physically. I've been really active, and I feel like that takes a lot out of you mentally as well as physically. So yeah, cut out a lot of people, and now I'm at the point where it's if these people aren't helping me. So basically, I've had a lot of time to reflect since I've been injured and stuff. I've been sat on the couch a lot. And I had the time to really reflect on things that I'm doing in my life, and I just feel like if something my goal now, from now on going forward, is I've cut out all the bullshit. Anything that doesn't.
What do you mean by bullshit, Tom? Sorry to interrupt. Would you elaborate a little bit?
Of course. So when I say bullshit, I mean anything that is not anything or anyone that is not helping me become the UFC heavyweight champion of the world doesn't have a place in my life in this time. It doesn't mean that they won't be there when I've retired, when all this stuff's done, when I've accomplished my goal. But for right now, any kind of distractions, any friends ringing me up telling me that their uncle wants to see me at the 60th and they're a really big fan, and I feel like I have to go then because, or if I turn up to a training session and there's not heavyweights on the mat to train with, I'm fucking walking out the session, bro.
Yeah.
Why am I wasting my time doing things because people want me to do that? I feel like I did that way too much. I was doing media that I shouldn't have been doing. I was turning up for training sessions that I should have never been at. I should have been looking for better training sessions. I was doing stuff outside that was taking up a lot of time and energy that I shouldn't have been doing, and just fucking letting too many people get involved that shouldn't have been involved, basically, because I struggle to basically have the strength of character to say, actually, this isn't right for me. I need to focus on becoming the heavyweight champion of the world, and that's not what I've been doing.
Yeah. No. Listen, Tom, I say it all the time. You got to be selfish. You know, I've even said that to you. No one else is stepping in that octagon. You're the one fighting, so you've got to put your priorities first. All right, today's video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet. Look at this thing, small, sleek, sophisticated. This is my old wallet. It's big, it's bulky, it gets filled with junk, business cards, receipts. Not this bad boy. This little smart bad boy, though, holds 12 business cards. It has room for cash. It has over 50,000 five-star reviews. Very durable. In fact, so durable, it has a lifetime guarantee. Where do you put your keys? You put them in the matching key case, by the way, which have over 30 different colors available. The Ridge Wallet comes in carbon fiber, burnt titanium, and 28 other different colors. 50,000 five-star reviews. And if you don't like it, you can test drive this bad boy for 45 days. And if you don't love it, they will give you a full cash refund. So it's coming up to Christmas. And right now, up until the 22nd of December, Ridge are offering these bad boys at a 40% discount. All you got to do is go to ridge.com/Bisping. 40% off. These are excellent Christmas presents. Ridge.com/Bisping. 50,000 five-star reviews, 30 different colors, 12 business cards, room for cash, money back guarantee. What more do you want? Ridge.com/Bisping. And this is the first time we've spoken, right, since July. You haven't been on the show, right?
No, I've not done any shows, basically.
Okay. Well, thank you for making us the exclusive. But, and the reason why I say you've got to do what's right for you, Tom, is because when I came in the octagon after your fight with Curtis Blades, and you were led on the floor, you know, we tease each other, we bust balls, but I think the world of you. I love you like a brother, you know, and seeing you on the floor, mate, you know, it was harrowing. It was, you probably don't know because you're the one led on the floor. You were clutching your knee, and to see a man your size and as tough and as strong as you are, you know, you're a pure alpha male, you were howling in agony. Take us back to that moment, Tom. Sorry I'm not trying to make light of it, but how bad was that pain on a scale of 1 to 10?
Why are you making me relive it, Mike? I'm trying to get past that. That was old news. That's old news now.
Bro, we're trying to talk about it. Then we're going to go forward to the rosy future of Tom Aspinall, taking the world by storm, being the champ. You and Anthony Smith, two little hop-alongs together. Tell me about that moment.
Yes, Anthony, the disabled brother.
Exactly.
I'm joining in that gang as well.
No, but right, I'm going to say something that casuals don't like to hear this. Casuals hate hearing this. But I'm sure you boys will agree, and I'm sure any professional athlete, I'm not even just talking about fighters, any professional athlete in any sport across the board will agree. Here's a secret for the casuals. We have injuries. We have injuries. That's what happens. When you're training day in, day out at a high level, we do have injuries. And the knee has been a problem. I've been training on one leg since before I was in the UFC. Seriously. Like before, this is a really, really old injury. I've got a torn cartilage and a slight tear on my MCL. For the last 5 years, I've had this injury. And I've been managing it. I've been managing the injury really well. I've been getting through these high-level training camps. I beat former champions with this injury. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, I can do this again. I've done it fucking before. I've done it 5-6 times before. I beat 4 top 15 fighters with this injury. Why can I not do it again? Of course I can do it again. And I fucking gambled one time too many, boys. I'll be honest. I gambled one time too many. And for whatever reason, the karma hit me right in the face. I knew it was going to go one day, but I didn't expect it to be in front of 20,000 people. Like I say, I've done this many times before. I've fought injured fucking 5, 6, 7 times or whatever it's been. And I just thought I could do it again. And it turns out, for whatever reason, that night, I couldn't do it. And my knee just gave up completely. I don't know why it was. I don't know what exactly happened. I can't even tell you. For whatever reason, that night, my knee just gave up on me in front of all those people.
Tom, listen to you talk about it. You could twist this and turn this back to a really positive. Like, you talked about the negativity and all the stuff that maybe you were doing, the training sessions, the media, the kind of stretching yourself too thin and doing shit that you didn't want to do. Had you beat Curtis Blades that night, you might have never had that realization that you're having right now and never changed that. And it just continued to build. Plus, with having the injury, imagine you do beat Curtis Blades and your leg holds up. Maybe you beat another guy after that. Then you fight for the title. You got all this other bullshit going on that just keeps amplifying as you keep winning. And then you tear it in a title fight when it really fucking matters.
Yeah.
Like,
good point.
It's a terrible, obviously the injuries are terrible. It all sucks, but this could be a blessing in disguise. Have you thought about it like that at all?
At first, no. For the first couple of months, especially when I couldn't walk. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you can't walk and your legs up, and I know both of you boys, although Anthony, I don't know you personally, obviously, I follow your story and stuff. I know you guys both have children, and Anthony, you have small children too. I have small children, and the kids don't understand about that shit. The kids don't understand why you can't just get up and go and kick a football around, or go and get them a drink, or go and get them whatever, and you're sat there with your leg up. It's hard to see. And you're in a lot of pain. I was in a lot of pain for a couple of months as well. It's hard to see that. But now the dust settled and I'm back training and things are going better, I can really, really see like this has been such a massive blessing. And I'm in such a good place now mentally, because before I was always like super polite. I'm like a super polite guy anyway.
Well, unless you're trying to grab hold of me and choke me out in restaurants. Other than that.
Mike, let's be honest here. You had like 2 pints and you thought you could take on the fucking full restaurant. It was ridiculous. I don't know what was going on.
Come on. Less abuse. Back to the emotional story.
No, but what it was is that I was always like where it's like, I'm a bit too polite and stuff. And now, you know what? I just think, fuck everybody and everything who's trying to get in the way from me and my dream. Because to be honest, I didn't realize how much I wanted this until this happened. I didn't realize how much I'm pissed off to be great at this sport. I am pissed off because I'm not a UFC champion. I'm pissed off because I'm not where I want to be right now. And I seriously didn't realize any of this. I was so casual about everything. Just like, oh yeah, another fight, another this. I took it all for granted. And when it was taken away from me, I was like, fuck, I want this more than I want anything. And anything that's stopping me do this now doesn't have a part in my life. Anything that's stopping me.
Well, that's beautiful to hear, Tom. And as you say, I mean, it is a cliche. You don't realize how lucky you are, how fortunate you are, and how bad you want something until it's taken away. You know what I mean? So you don't realize, and it is a cliche. But now, it sounds like you're hungry. You're dying to get back in there. We've been keeping in touch. You're saying that this is a blessing in disguise. You're coming back a way more improved version of yourself. When you come back, Tom, what is the path? Because you're still right there. You're still one of the top ranked heavyweights. I know you wanted to take your time, but the way you were running through everyone, you're always going to get fast tracked. So when you come back, the state of the heavyweight division, Sergey Pavlovich, he's fucking a big name now. Derek Lewis got knocked out. Tai Tuivasa's got knocked out. Do you have a perfect path, if you will, for the next 18 months or so to get you to that strap?
The heavyweight division, especially at the top, it moves really slow and it's pretty shallow at the moment, especially. We got, a good 4 or 5 guys at the top, and then underneath that, it's kind of everything moves slow in the heavyweight division. So I think like an injury like this, that'll keep me out probably around a year, 18 months. It's not too bad in comparison to like the lighter divisions where they're fighting 3-4 times a year. So to answer your question, you remember the question, Mike, to be honest. What's the path back?
The path.
The path. The path back is fuck all the other heavyweights, and I'm going to absolutely slap everybody, because now I've got 2 legs and I'm in a really, really good place. Because the reason that I've always said, here's another exclusive for you, Mike, while we're giving you some exclusive.
Fuck, let's go.
Let's go.
The reason that I've always said, I'm going to take it slow and I want to do this, because I'm fucking fighting with one leg. I'm fighting with one leg through most of this. Like, I know that at some point I'm going to have this surgery on this leg. And now I've had the surgery. Now the leg's getting so much better. It's so strong. I'm doing stuff in the gym right now that I've never been able to do before. Literally, my whole professional career, I've never been able to do the stuff that I'm doing in the gym right now. And my leg's not even healed properly yet. I've not even given it the time to heal properly yet. So in another 6 months, I feel like I'll be exactly where I need to be. And in the heavyweight division, you need a couple of big wins. That's it.
Yeah,
a couple of big wins. I'm still going to be ranked in the top 10 when I'm back. Not that ranking matters. Ranking doesn't mean nothing to me anyway. But a couple of big wins, couple of big knockouts, and I'm sure I'll be right back up there in the mix of the heavyweight title.
What do you make of kind of the heavyweight title mix with the Francis Ngannou mess and the Jon Jones situation? Is he fighting? Is he not fighting? Is Francis going to re-sign? Like, what do you make of that? Like, it might be, I mean, in 6 months, it could look totally different, but from where it stands right now, what do you think's going to happen?
I always think if fighters are pushing for more money, that works really well for the rest of us. Yeah. I don't know how you feel. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I think that works well for us. And I would love to see Jon Jones at heavyweight. I would absolutely love that. I want to see how the frame is way different. Like, you start putting pounds on the frame, especially muscle, and you're going to slow down a little bit. So I want to see how that's going to look. How's that going to translate? It's been off for a few years as well. How's the ring rust going to look? How's it going to look against a guy who's naturally that size? Like me, for example, I'm not the biggest heavyweight ever, but I'm never going to make 205.
Mm-hmm. No, never in your wildest dreams, Tom.
And I'm not the biggest heavyweight ever. So how's a guy like Francis Ngannou, an absolute giant, going to fare against a guy who's made 205 pounds 30 times before? Like, how's that going to look? I don't know. I'm interested.
Well, that's an interesting point, but I think there is a rumored fight, though, right, between Jones and Curtis Blades. Have you seen that rumor?
No, I've seen it. Yeah, I think what they were saying was Blades, he's going to be like a backup.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Blades is going to be the backup for the heavyweight title fight.
Hey, Tom, if as a guy in the division, obviously you're still rehabbing and stuff, and so it's not necessarily makes a difference to you right now. But when you get a guy like Jon Jones coming up to the division, would you rather be the guy that welcomes him to the division, or do you put like your fighter brain on and say, all right, let someone else fight him, and then I can see to see where he's at? Or would you want to be like the guy that would welcome him to the division?
No, I want to be the guy who takes it. With people like that, I want to be the guy who takes his glory. Yeah. Like, I want to let him fight at heavyweight and look amazing and then beat him. That's what I'd want to do. That'd be me personally. Yeah. I mean, I'm not in any spot to say this right now. Do you know what I mean? I'm
just thinking of your mindset. Like, what would you rather do?
That's what I want to be, the guy who beats the unbeatable guy. That's what I would want to do personally.
Oh, of course. But because you can also take a cheeky little look at him at heavyweight. You can assess what he's doing. You're like, oh, he's missed a step there, or we don't see him doing that, and he's not poking people in the eye. Do you know what I mean? I'm excited, Tom. I can't wait for it. So when is the comeback? Obviously, a big pay-per-view was just announced in March. I'm very thrilled to say I'll be commentating that one. Are you eyeing that? March 18th? Is that what we're saying, Tom?
You're fucking hogging these exclusives today. You are really trying to get these exclusives in, aren't you, today?
It's called journalistic integrity, bro. I never pay for an interview. Never will do it. And never pay for an interview.
I need to start asking for money on these.
Fuck off, stick that right up your ass.
No, so obviously, I'm a fighter. I'm a competitor. Like, I would love to fight in March, but at the same time, as I just said, fuck everybody else. I'm going to do what's right for me. So until my leg, right, this is the mindset I'm in right now. I am not coming back until I am 100% confident that I can absolutely slap the rest of the division. Every one of them. I'm not coming back until I'm 100% of that. Now, the way that I think is, if somebody has an injury and I know about that injury and there's money on the line, you better believe that I'm going to be attacking that injury on a regular 100%. Basis.
For sure.
You better believe I am. And I know you guys are the same.
Oh, yeah.
So before I had an injury, and nobody knew about the injury. Now I've got an injury. Well, now I've not got an. Now the injury is getting better, but I did have an injury, and everybody knows about it. So obviously, the other heavyweights will be aiming for that knee. So I need to be 100 million% confident that I can take 20, 30, however many kicks to the knee off another guy my size. So to answer the question, I don't know when I'll be coming back. I'll be coming back when I'm 100% confident that the knee is good to go.
Sounds like no more Mr. Nice Guy.
I love that. I love the new attitude.
When I was on my back, right, holding my knee and looking up at them lights in the O2, I could feel people start leaving the arena. Everything fucking changed. Everything changed for me that day.
That's a
that
good point, Tom. You're right. That is, because sadly, because the reality is at the end of it, sorry to cut you off, but you know, they want to beat traffic, they want to get out of the car park, and you're absolutely right. You're giving up your time, your emotional energy. You're going to your Uncle John's friend's birthday party to appease him. You're stopping with fans, but you're right. When you're the one led there on the floor, clutching your knee, looking up at the lights, howling in fucking agony, they're walking out, getting in the car and going about the day.
Mate, everything changed. When I was laying on my back that night, like I say, people started leaving, and then I got like carried out on like some kind of wheelchair thing, and it was just fucking embarrassing, man. Everyone's like clapping me and stuff, and I'm like, what the fuck is this? There's a lot of things in my life need to change so this doesn't happen again. I need to be as prepared as I possibly can and complete. You know, I've been training and doing the things that I need to do to be where I am. But I don't think that I've been in the right mental space to become a champion before.
Yeah.
And I think that night, seriously, I think everything changed. Like my mindset did a complete 180, and now I'm just like, fuck this. I need to be this fucking champion. I need to start thinking like it, and fuck everybody and anything who comes in my way. And that's how I'm thinking for right now.
I don't know about you, Anthony, but I'm terrified.
Dude, I was just thinking, you know, every time we had him on, I was on here with him one time before, and it was like, oh, Tom's such a nice guy. And I still think Tom is such a nice guy, but now I keep thinking, thank God I'm not a fucking heavyweight. Like, Jesus Christ.
And
like
have you
just
seen
an angry man.
I'm jacked as well. Look at that.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus.
Tom.
Come on, Anthony. We need a three-way flex off.
Boys,
Crap,
look,
I've
I've been...
my biceps are so big.
Oh my God. Since I've been... I've not been able to use a leg as well for like 3 months. All I did was like upper body strength work. I'm like 175 pounds right now. I'm so like big, but I'm so quick as well. Like my speed is still there. And I'm just so big and strong right now. Like I just started grappling again. And the guys that I was struggling to outstrength before, I'm outstrengthening them now.
So you're saying
so
that last time when my young juvenile son gave you a really, really tough time, you're saying now that you'd run through him no problem?
Well, yeah. That's what
Oh, excuse me. All right, Tom. Let's throw a few names at him, Anthony. Just quick fire response, right? I'll start.
Okay.
Francis Ngannou. Thoughts that pop into your mind straight away. Quick fire.
Oh, would you want one word, or do you want more than one word?
One sentence.
Dangerous motherfucker.
Cyril Gane.
I do like Cyril Gane's style. I got to be honest. I do like Cyril Gane's style. I think very skillful. Cyril Gane is very skillful.
Conor McGregor.
Nah, I don't know. I don't know about all this USADA stuff. I just got tested today. I saw it
on your Instagram. Yeah.
Did you see the shape I'm in on the picture that I posted out? Oh my God!
That
oh my God!
You see the shape.
Oh my goodness! Anthony, Anthony needs to follow me and check this stuff out.
You used to be so humble, Tom.
No, I like this Tom. I love this Tom.
I don't know. I
gotta get the Tom on Instagram.
You got to get the champion's mindset as well, because that's what I was missing.
Yeah,
that's what I was missing. That was what was off before. I was always confident, but sometimes you got to step on people's feelings to get what you want.
100%.
Sometimes you do. I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money and win fights and win titles, and that's it.
Well, Jesus Christ, Tom! Holy shit!
That's what I was going to say, Tom. It's not a popularity contest, and you're not trying to make friends. You know what I mean? You're here. You got to be selfish. You got to be selfish, and because it's a lonely road, and yeah, it's all well and good because everyone's riding your ass when it's going well. But when shit goes wrong, all of a sudden you look around. Where are those people? They're not there. Granted, the close people in your life are your real ones, your partner, your parents, Andy, your father, who's with you every step of the way. They're always there. But all the extra peripheral nonsense just goes away, and nobody cares. Like when I lost my eye.
While we're on the subject of my dad, Andy. This guy has been telling me the stuff that I'm saying right now for years. Get these fucking people out your life. Don't let these people Mess with your energy. Don't be bothered. Don't be saying yes to everything. Did I listen to him? No. No, I didn't. And now it's fucking come back to bite me. So from now on, I will be listening 100% to what my dad wants me to do, because he really does have my best interests at heart.
Well, yeah, that's what I was going to say. You gotta have those type of people because he doesn't give a fuck about any of that other stuff. He cares about Tom and what's good for Tom. And man, I get it. I've had, family members, my uncle specifically, he's always been, you got to stop with the bullshit. You got to worry about your family, worry about your career. And I've always been like, yeah, I'll worry about it later. And that's what sucks. Later is always when it comes back and bites you in the ass.
Definitely. But you live and learn. We live and learn. This is what life is.
So, Tom, all fucking doom and gloom and feeling sorry for yourself. We all get injured, bro. It's a hard road.
Mate, I wasn't. I was making the injury.
I'm busting your balls. I'm teasing.
I was making it very positive.
No, I know. I'm teasing, mate. I'm teasing. What? But all the doom and gloom aside, you're one of the most famous heavyweights. You're the pride of Britain. You're definitely, in my opinion, I say it all the time, you're going to be champion. We know this, but how is life now? You know what I mean? Your life has changed. Everywhere you go, people know who you are. You've got money in the bank. You know what I mean? So far, so good, I reckon. I mean, obviously the knee wasn't ideal, but your life as a UFC fighter, you're loving every minute of it, even the injuries to a certain degree.
I mean, it doesn't get much better, to be honest. I'm not going to. I don't like to be that guy who like rubs everything in people's faces. You know what I mean? But this is what I fucking worked hard for. Do you know what I mean? To be, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm financially stable and I'm doing what I love every day. If I want to stay at home one day and I want to chill, I can do that. If I want to take my kids out somewhere, I can do that. If I want to go on holiday, I can do that. If I want to go to the gym all day, I can do. I live freely, so.
Freedom.
And I do what I love. I do what I love each and every day. I absolutely love martial arts. I love competing and I love being around people who do martial arts as well. And, that celebrity shit, that's not really for me. But the freedom of doing what I want every day is great. I love it.
I mean, that's the dream, right? It's to do what you want to do when you want to do it for as long as you can do it, right? Man, that's a great feeling, though. I come from a small town in Nebraska where there's 5,000 people in my hometown. And to be honest with you, for me, growing up, like making it would have been getting a really good job at the factory. And so sometimes I feel like a little bit of I think that's why I resonate so well with UK fighters. Mike,
Tom and I are from exact same kind of areas, right, Tom? Getting a good job down the local factory that has a good pension or whatever. That was, you were set.
Right.
Sorry.
And I think that's why I resonate so well with you guys, because I just have always felt like guys from the UK have a very similar mindset that I have. Like, I'm just fucking happy to be here. Like, of course I want to continue and I want to be the champion of the world and I want to accomplish as much as possible. But where I sit right now, pretty fucking good with that.
Anthony, are you one of them Americans that aren't American?
Yeah,
you know the type, Mike.
Elaborate. I have no idea what you're talking about, bro.
I can't deal with it. Every time I go to America, people are like, "Oh, where are you from?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm from the UK. I'm from Manchester,
London."
And then they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm Italian." I'm like, "Oh yeah. Where in Italy are you from? Where in Italy are you from?" And they're like, "Well, I'm like third generation Italian." I'm like, "Oh, so you're American?"
Yeah.
No, I'm Italian.
Yeah.
It's like, no, bro, you just be American. Be American. Right. That's fine. American's fine.
Well, I don't know if you know this, Tom, but I'm an adopted member of the UK right now.
That is correct.
The believers have voted, and I'm going to be the next British champion.
Yeah. We've taken him as one of our own, Tom. We've adopted him. Now, Tom, as I said, you're making some money. Tell me this. Have you finally subscribed to a BT Sport subscription so you can watch the fights? Because I was talking, I forget which fight it was, Anthony, right? And I'm texting Tom. I'm like, "Oh, such and such is fighting up. Are you watching this?" He's like, I don't have BT Sport. I don't even watch the fights. Do you now watch the fights, Tom, in your downtime? Have you stumped up that £10 a month?
In all honesty, I ain't paying for BT Sport. I'm not paying for it. And my dad's got it. My dad lives like 10 minutes away. I was just going to go
hilarious.
to my dad's to watch it. No, I don't do that. I don't do
Mike,
that.
You need to talk to BT Sport and see if we can get Big Tom like an access code or something.
I can get an access. I've got one. Okay. The reason I asked that, Tom, because obviously big pay-per-view this weekend. Paddy the Baddy, Darren Till are both on there. You know Darren very well. What are your thoughts going into this weekend? What do you think about the fights, and do you have any predictions for us?
I predict anybody who knows Darren Till personally knows that if Darren Till is in the right space mentally, he can beat anybody. He can beat anybody in the world, Darren Till. But it just depends where he's at. And he seems like he's been doing great stuff in Thailand. You know, it seems like he's away from everything. He's focused. I know he's coming in shape and stuff. So if the Darren Till turns up, the real Darren Till, he can beat anybody. Absolutely. You can stick him in there with anybody. And if he has the right game plan and he's on that day, he can beat anybody. As far as Paddy Pimblett, I think Paddy Pimblett has quite a tough fight, to be honest. But I think Paddy's going to take it. Paddy's self-belief is something that me, definitely, I'm inspired by it. I'm inspired by that kind of self-belief. I'm really, really working on my mental game now, and I really respect Paddy's self-belief, and I think that he really believes that he can beat anybody, and I think that's where he's got the edge on this guy, I think.
Do you know what? I was just working out in the garage, and I was thinking about the show, and I was thinking, obviously, we're going to give predictions and all the rest of it. And I think Jared is stylistically kind of a tough fight, even though I think Paddy has a lot of attributes that are better. I think he's faster. I think he's more aggressive. All these things, all these technical things. But it's the mind. And he manifests his reality, kind of like Conor McGregor did. And I speak to my children about this, about the power of the mind. You have to believe it. You have to believe and walk and carry yourself a certain way. And yes, Paddy, and Conor and other people, they might rub some people up the wrong way, but they are living in their minds like they're already legends and they're already champions. And that is a powerful thing. And that can overcome a lot of things. You can manifest that into reality. And it's interesting to hear you say that, Tom, because I completely agree.
Something that, like I say, I've literally been, since I've been in the UFC, I've been literally from camp to camp to get like 6 on the bounce, camp to camp to camp to get like one after another. And I've not really had much time to focus on what I'm doing wrong, what I need to have my energy focused on, the way I need to carry myself, the people that are around me, the situations that I get myself into, and my training situation. It's literally just been camp mode, one after another. And now I've had this I think it's been 4 or 5 months now, and I've had this time to really reflect on stuff as basic as that, the way that you carry yourself in public and the way that you think and your everyday thoughts and how you feel going into a training session, how you're going to, you have the choice on how you're going to think that day. Are you going to carry yourself as just another guy, or are you going to carry yourself as fucking future UFC heavyweight champion of the world? You choose. Choose which one you want. Because I've been choosing the wrong one for a long time, and now it's about fucking time. Because I've had a choice now that I've never had before with this injury. And it's been like, I don't know about you guys when you guys have had big injuries before. I know, Anthony, you've just had yours, but it's been like, do I really... I've been honest. There were some days that I was in a lot of pain. I was like, do I really want to do this shit again? Do I really want to risk hurting myself like this again? And the answer is, yeah, I fucking want this more than anything. So now it's about time that I started carrying myself day to day like a fucking UFC heavyweight champion.
One is, as much as Conor doesn't like me, one thing that I've always talked about with Conor is his delusional self-belief in himself. Like, there's no reason he should believe that he can do the things that he can do, but just that belief in it and the way he carries himself day to day, the belief that he has when he's walking into the octagon, we call it manifestation, call it, thinking it into existence, whatever you want to call it. Like, it's almost as if we're way more capable of things in our life or in our career than even our brains can. So it's almost like you need to believe that you can do something so fucking crazy and outlandish. And then just by believing it makes it possible. It's the craziest thing in the world to me, but it's one thing that I've always admired about Conor, and Paddy's got a lot of that.
One could say
I know
that if you conceive, then you believe that one can achieve. No, listen, all jokes aside, it's we're all masters of our own universe. We're all masters of our own destiny. And people call it the law of attraction. You know what I mean? Things like that. You will it into existence. But anyway, we're going down a goddamn, I don't know what we're going down. We're going down
some self-help book around here.
Self-help book here.
Fuck yeah.
Tom, Christmas
people.
is coming. The goose is getting fat. Please put a penny.
Oh, the old man's hat.
Something about a hat I was going to say.
Yeah, come on.
I don't know.
We'll let you go on this, Tom. What is the plans for Christmas, mate? And what's on the plate? Christmas Day. I know you have some crazy choices with the fish and chips. Christmas Day. What is a traditional Christmas dinner in the Tom Aspinall household?
Well, I celebrate both Christmases because, as you know, Mike, I got some Polish family too. So I told you that.
Yes. You agree?
So I do the Polish Christmas days on Christmas Eve. So we do that. We do the whole 12 different types of fish on Christmas Eve. And then on Christmas Day, which is the 25th, we do just a normal, we got a bit of roasties. We got the Yorkshire pudding on there. We got the turkey. We got the veg. I don't do the sprouts. I do the stuffing. The full works. You know what I mean? They do the full works, yeah.
I don't know about you, Anthony, but 12 types of fish sounds exhausting. 12 types. I don't think I could name 12 types of fish.
Yeah, there's some odd ones on there. Carp, when you start eating carp and stuff. Nah, it's not. It's got a step too far.
That's my speed. My grandma used to make me go catch carp in the creek, come back, and she'd hit it with a hammer and just skin it and fry it right there in front of us.
Whoa, no.
It's country as fuck.
He's a real man, Tom. Like, he's out there. He has goats. He has giraffes. He has cattle. He has horses.
I don't have a giraffe. I did almost have a camel, though. I did almost have a camel.
Camels.
Almost had a camel.
There we go. All right, Tom. Well, listen, buddy, it's always great to talk to you, mate. It's been far, far, far too long. Hey, I'm going to put you on the spot. Hopefully, for the pay-per-view in March, we're going to be over there. We're thinking about doing a little live BYM. Okay, if we do this, and bearing in mind that I have zero organization skills, but if somehow this does come off, are you going to come on? Are you going to grant us with your presence? Are you going to be on stage for the live BYM for the people of the UK?
Oh, it's going to be on stage. Well, yeah, because I don't like all this technical shit. It doesn't. No.
Oh no, we're going to be in person.
Yeah, that's better for me.
We're going to be drinking.
Yes,
we're going to be having a laugh.
If we're going to be drinking, I'm going to be there, 100%.
Hell yeah,
100%. All right, Tom, you're the man. Love you, brother.
Hey, boys.
Anthony,
thank you, boys.
See you, man.
Anything to say? Tom, get out of here. He's gone.